Heh.
Hello, YouTube land. Sorry we haven't been putting much up. I've just been so busy. Baseball season and life. But we're ready.
We're ready.
This is Ender Magnolia. Magnolia. Oh, yeah, like...
This is a pretty random game. I'm not sure if I'm going to, like, stick with it the entire way. I'm just going to see if Spencer finds it interesting. But this is a game sort of like Hollow Knight, where it's like a 2D platformer, has sort of influence with Dark Souls.
Comfy.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a comfy game where you can talk about stuff. This game is hard, but...
Are you playing it on the Switch?
No, on PC.
On PC.
I
saw A, B, Y. I was like, oh, that's what
Yeah, I'm playing it with an Xbox controller, but...
Is this a PC only as of right now?
I don't know.
Fine! Ooh, is this one of those games where they don't have the voice acting?
No voice acting, but there's not a whole ton of story to this game. I don't think it's like a huge...
Well, it's just like Hollow Knight has like no story.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 on Steam.
This definitely has more story than Hollow Knight for sure, but it's one of those things that I enjoy. Like this game is a sequel to a game called Enter Lilies, which I played like a month ago, and I quite enjoyed it. But that game is like 1% plot, 99% lore. Where this game is like, there's definitely an active plot going on, and there's like actual characters. So I would say it's like 25% plot, 75% lore.
And this came out on everything, including PS4 and original Xbox One, Switch, PS5,
Interesting.
Series X. Also, the one thing that booted up when I looked it up was a Reddit post where it said, quick review, 10 out of 10 game of the year. It was from January.
Yeah, I know everyone loves this game, and I do quite like it too. So since this is it's a sequel to Ender Lilies, but it is like there's things that are like consistent between both games, but you don't need to play one to understand the other. I guess the general basis is to understand that there's this thing called blight that is corrupting the world, usually with like Alright, so the story has a lot to do with like homunculuses. It's not like a huge deal, but we'll get to the plot more.
May I make everyone angry? 3 minutes into the video. Hollow Knight's okay. It's alright. In fact, it's bordering on even good sometimes.
It's definitely a good game, but I do agree that it's a very overrated game.
I played it. I got, I want to say probably 60-70% in, and my biggest complaint with the game, like the gameplay itself is perfectly fine. I get it. It's like kind of like a 2D Metroidvania / Dark Souls. I get it because of it's hard, and that's not my complaint. My complaint is that the map is way too big. It's way too big, and there's a lot of areas with just nothing. And my biggest complaint is that there's not enough quick points, like quick travel points. If I had to go to an area, like on the bottom right hand of the map, I would have to go to the closest place, the closest quick moving area, and then spend like another 7 to 10 minutes getting there, and it was just boring. So if I forgot something in one area, I found most of my time was just going from area on one corner of the map to area on the other corner of the map. That's me personally. It would be like a 6 or 7 out of 10 for me. It was enjoyable. It wasn't bad.
I beat. I didn't do any of the DLC, but I did beat and get the true ending in Hollow Knight, and I do remember that specifically. Like a lot of back and forth. This game has a lot of quality of life stuff in terms of having like quick travel at your disposal at any time, which is nice. But it works exactly like I don't want to compare it to Dark Souls constantly, but it's very similar where you have these dedicated areas where when you unlock it, it's a warp point, and you can warp between them. And resting at them restores your HP and your healing items, but it respawns all the enemies. It's exactly like Dark Souls.
You think I would devour you? By the way, I look exactly like the main protagonist. IRL. It's literally me. Now, by the way, this is my Twitter profile picture. Is just this 12-year-old girl, I'm guessing?
Pretty young. I don't know.
That's literally my profile picture.
Could you tell that this is a game made by Japanese people?
What? Oh, no, wait. I'm sure this girl's actually 850 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
No. She's a demon goddess, actually 900 years old. It's fine. Oh, okay, well, thank goodness. Thanks, Japan.
Alright, so one of the cool things about this game is that you can have variable difficulty, and the higher you set the difficulty, the more XP you get.
Oh, that's cool.
So I don't go, like, super hardcore, but if you just, like, up it a little bit, just doing this is, like, 1.5 times experience. I don't like to mess with HP because that's the most annoying stat. And this one, like, barely, like, you can change it all the way up to 2, but it only gives you, like, 0.1
That's
extra.
really neat. That is a personalized experience.
So that's pretty cool. You can make it as hard as you can, but
or as easy as you want.
Or as easy as you want, but the easier you make it, the less levels you're gonna have.
Very cool. Also, that probably means you don't have to spend a ton of time like grinding. Like if you want to get levels, just make it hard and do a couple enemies.
Yeah, if you just want to grind, then you can just set it to the highest and then just be done with it. Luckily, I think this game, like, levels don't matter, like, nearly as much as, like, a Castlevania. And you really can, like, do everything, like, at a very low level. But it's gonna be hard and annoying.
Is there a level cap?
I'm gonna assume it's 99. When I beat this game and got the true ending, I was, like, level 65.
Wow, okay. So you have to go out of your way to get to 99.
Yeah.
Roll like the Dark Souls.
Yeah, we get rid of this roll very quickly. One very nice thing, Spencer has no idea because he never played it, but Lily has a very annoying thing where it has a lot of contact damage with enemies, so if you, like, touch them, you take damage. In this game, they got rid of it entirely. It's like, thank God.
Yeah, the only time that makes sense is, like, in, like, maybe, like, a zombie game or a game where people are poisoned or something like that. But it's like, if you touch something, come on.
Yeah, like, if they have, like, a hurt box, like, active, it makes sense to, you know, take damage, but...
Does this have fall damage?
It does not, thankfully.
Thank goodness. Could you imagine making a Metroidvania that has fall damage?
Yeah, this game is, like, it's definitely hard. I think this game is overall easier than Lily's, but I think it's for the correct reasons. Like, it's, like, genuine difficulty. I never felt like... There was, like, a couple bosses... Actually, there's not really too many bosses that I got stuck on. Like, the true final boss I probably tried 10 times, but that's, like, as much as I got stuck on anything.
Heh.
Heh. So the yellow bar is the stagger gauge, and if you diminish it, then they'll get hard stun, and then you can usually do a couple combos on them.
When you're hitting them when they have the yellow, are they taking a little bit of chip damage?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that there. Oh my god. I was looking at the red thing above their above their head, and I was like, that's pretty small. And I didn't realize that the whole bottom right-hand corner of the screen is also their health bar. Because I was like, oh, that's a complaint I have. It's pretty small, but no.
Yeah, for normal enemies, you have to, like, pay attention to the very tiny health bar. But for most part, like, there's no enemies that really take more than a couple combos.
Yeah.
Even, like, the biggest guys. So sort of the general concept of this game is that there's this blight going around that just, it corrupts people, it makes them into, like, mindless killers, but also gives them, like, immortal bodies. So it's a blight that, like, just, it corrupts everything and just spreads as much as possible. There's this thing going on called the Rain of Death, where it's just raining blight down from the sky.
Very cool.
And in the first game, like, everyone is dead. By the time you wake up, there's, like, no one alive except for you and, like, one other character. And all you do is you just fight, like, blighted guys. And there's, like, a backstory that you uncover. But in this game, there's actually alive people because there's this big parasol covering the city that is preventing the blight from completely evaporating everything. But I guess any Ender Magnolia lore god, don't get mad at me. I don't know exactly what happens in this game, but it seems like even if you protect yourself from the rain of death, there's these fumes. Like, you see how like foggy this game is. They're just called the fumes, and they will slowly corrupt you anyway. So they're just kind of delaying the inevitable.
I looked at this developer. They pretty much only ever really made this series, even though it said they were founded in 2010. That's pretty interesting.
That's interesting.
I mean, not that games take, even a game like this takes a while to make, but...
I would imagine that the first game probably took a long time to make because they were probably just hobbyists making it on $0. Yeah.
No, it looks like it's a Japanese company, although a company could be one person, so... I think so.
So both, it's very tropey, but both of our protagonists have amnesia.
No! Tuners.
There's a lot of jargon in this game, but I don't think it necessarily matters too much. Like, all the guys that we have at our disposal are homunculi. And eventually spoilers, but you eventually figure out that all the homunculi are actually just altered humans that were, like, experimented on. And you play as a tuner who can control these homunculuses that, like, they, like, I don't know, they turn into, like, mana or something, but, like, that thing on her satchel, the thing she's wearing around her shoulder, it just goes into that thing. So all the homunculi are, like, alive, but also dead. I don't know. The first game is a lot more obvious of what's happening. You play as the White Priestess in the first game, and you just can purify the corrupted spirits, and then they're, like, undying, like, spirits that you can command. But they're a lot less, they don't have any personality. They just, like, exist.
Are there ever games like this where, like, story is the focus? I feel like the exploration and the obviously general gameplay is the focus of this stuff. I mean, even Castlevania, the stories are usually pretty dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe not even dumb, if you want to use the word, just, like, technically lacking, Like, it's like, Dracula's back. You are a son of Dracula. You are in an eclipse. Even Bloodstained, which had cool characters, was like the same kind of thing. It was like, I want to be strong. No, I am corrupted. Kind of thing. Like, Which, by the way, still Bloodstained. What is it? Ritual of the Night, the one that's like a Metroidvania. I think that's the Metroidvania one.
Bloodstained.
That's still my favorite Metroidvania of all time. That game.
It's solid.
Dope.
It's definitely solid.
I absolutely loved it.
It's definitely good. I'm looking forward to Bloodstained 2 whenever that comes out in a million jillion years.
Oh, is that something that's actually being developed?
Like, that's been in development for like 5 years now.
Interesting. Yeah, they came out with that and Curse of the Moon, I want to say, the 8-bit kind of one, like, really quick.
Yeah, and they did Curse of the Moon 2 as well.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah. But I've seen some updates of that game, but it's just no release date, no nothing.
I mean, Hollow Knight Silk Song is a thing. It's official now.
Yeah, to be fair to Silk Song and the studio behind that is Team Cherry. Team Cherry is literally 3 guys. So even though that Hollow Knight was like a giga success, they never like expanded beyond being like 3 guys.
I mean, those guys could literally have retired after Hollow Knight and been like retired for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, we already got rid of our roll, so that's nice. They give you the double jump and a forward dash.
Nice.
Heck.
Also, YouTube land, I found out just today that Notch, the creator of Minecraft, has this huge wall of candy, like candy dispensers in his mansion. And I gotta be honest, like, that sounds awesome, but I would just die.
I will say that I think that those candy dispensers were like in his mansion like before he bought it.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like something that like he like bought himself. But it is funny because he is a very, very fat man.
Dude, if I could, one thing that I would have would be like a slushy and or fountain soda machine, That's one of the things that no type of soda. I know some people really like bottled soda, like glass bottled soda, but nothing is anywhere close to fountain soda. And when you go to like fast food places, they don't care. They're not putting like the best quality syrups and like cleaning it all the time and whatever. So you're getting like just like the slop version. But to have an actual fountain soda thing, oh man, that'd be so awesome.
It would be cool, but I think I would have diabetes in one day.
I mean, you can put like you can do like Costco. They have like light lemonade in their one. That's what I get when I go there.
It's true, and you can just get diet soda, but I don't know. I used to like diet soda, now it just tastes like pure chemicals.
You could put like seltzer water kind of stuff into. I don't know. It just seems fun. It's probably one of those things where the reality of having it sucks. Like anyone who has one in their house is like, I have to clean it all the time. It's always breaking. It's like the curse of McDonald's ice cream machine. It's just like constantly broken.
Yeah. Yeah, and like refilling it probably costs. It's probably annoying and costs a lot too. So it's probably only feasible for big, gigantic businesses.
No. But I want my soda. Or even worse, slushies. Slushie machines are always breaking, but I love slushies.
Whoops. Anyone that wanted to read that, pause the video. Sorry.
It's over. My story. This reminds me of Bloodstained a lot, like being able to go through like the actual like village with all the people.
The atmosphere of this game really reminds me of like Bloodborne meets London. I guess like
there you go.
It already like Bloodborne already has like a London vibe, but like this game is like everything is like foggy and everything. Like it's just like quintessential.
I kind of forget, is Bloodborne just like Romania or / Transylvania?
I guess so, yeah. It's just like very generic, like, yep, it's this.
Yeah. Eastern European. Man, I would love one day to go to some of those Eastern European countries, not Russia, and just see if like everything in the tropes is like in any way true. I have a feeling it probably would be. Like, it's not going to be like, obviously like super depressing depending on the area, but it would be a cool area to actually see. I really want to go to England, but not London, like the more open areas. It looks so cool.
Yeah, especially because Europe is so much older than America. There's such cool buildings.
Yeah. That's the big problem. Even in the U.S., I like highly prefer the West, like the Central Time Zone and Western Time Zone to Eastern Time Zone most of the time. And like if I'm going to like a city, and the main reason is that cities out west, like Texas or California or Vegas, they were built 200 years, 100 years after Eastern cities. And due to that, they were able to space stuff out a lot more. Like Baltimore and Philadelphia and York and Harrisburg and all that. They were built when the main mode of transportation was horse and buggies. So, like, there's so many places when you're down in, like, Baltimore that are, like, everything is so tight. Like, you can't find parking. There's, like, these one-lane weird roads, and maybe you're thinking, like, why? It's, like, because they literally had these horse and buggies that went 5 miles an hour, cobblestone streets, and now they're like, I'm taking my big truck through the streets of Baltimore. It's like, no thanks.
Yeah, especially for people that don't live in America. Americans love the biggest, most stupid trucks in the world. Like, we went from, like, infrastructure built around, like, buggies to, like, F-250s, like, just gigantic pickup trucks.
I do have a truck, but it's a Nissan Frontier.
Yeah, your truck is like half the size of some of these behemoths.
It's literally, it's even smaller than a Ford F-150. Like, it's probably like 2/3 the size of a Ford F-150, which is fine with me because I can still schlep all the stuff I need to, including all the baseball gear, and I don't have to have something that's impossible to park anywhere. When I was looking for a truck, I specifically was like, I need something mid-size, not something that makes people go, well, that guy sucks. Like, I don't know, you just see some cars and you're like...
Yeah, like...
this dude sucks.
Instantly, like, the trucks were, like, people, like, outfitted with, like, double, like, back wheels.
Double back wheels.
It's like, I hate you.
Yeah. That or any loud cars. As a parent, anyone, I'm just telling you right now, if you're out there in YouTube land and your car is, like, specifically fitted to be loud, like, you went out of your way to, like, add like, muffle stuff or exhaust. I don't know anything about cars. If you went out of your way to make it louder, every parent in the world hates you. And here's the reason. You drive past their house, it could be noon, it could be midnight, it doesn't matter. At some point, you're passing a place where a kid's just about to fall asleep for a nap or whatever, and you woke them up. I'm just saying, like, it's like if you have one of those cars, it's like, I'm like every single person hates you. The only people who don't hate you are other car heads, and it's just like going to the gym and thinking you're going to impress girls when in reality all you do is impress other gym bros. It is the exact same way. You're not impressing girls with your car. You're impressing other weird guys with really loud cars. Deal with it.
That is very true. Yeah, there's a lot of things that guys do that it's like exclusively only impresses other guys.
Dude, the gym thing is the funniest. When people on like Reddit or 4chan are like, how do I get a girlfriend? And instead of people giving advice like, hey, maybe work on your personality, try to be fun, go to like church events, go to like, stuff like that, go to community events, they're like, work out, bro. And it's like, yeah, that is a part of it. Like, you don't want to be like, you want to be healthy, you don't want to be slovenly, you don't want to weigh 500 pounds, but like, the only people who are going to be impressed with your gains are literally other gym bros, dude. Like, no, like, women, yes, like, can like muscles and stuff like that, but no.
Yeah, you don't want to be like a fat guy.
No woman I've ever known is like, oh, what's your body percent, bro? Like, no one cares about that. They're like, is he a good person? Is he nice? Does he provide? Whatever. They don't care if you're 8% body fat. Sorry, bro. Also, in some ways, I thought that boss was a little too fast. Also, in many ways, it's worse because you're spending all this time at the gym that the woman would probably want you to spend with them. So, that's really funny when people are like, I'm going to impress girls with my muscles, and I'm like, yeah, you're going to impress someone, dude, but it's
also funny. I mean, it doesn't apply to every single girl, but like a lot of girls like, like the K-pop like boy star look way more than a muscle dude.
As someone with like, I'm mostly a dad bod. I'm 6 foot, like 210, and I'm like decently strong, but not like workout strong. I can tell you, women in general prefer like a dad bod who's normal to like, I'm 6 foot 210 and I'm like, I can't put my arms next to my body because they're so big.
Or like
sorry, bro.
5'2" muscle bod. The ultimate man-led cope.
Hey, bro. Who said that?
I'm sure you've seen it, but have you seen that guy that's like literally like 5 feet tall and like he has glasses on and he just has like a soy face, but like he has just like the most ripped body, but just because of how short and how like nerdy he looks, it just doesn't work at all. And it's like you could see him like maybe possibly even like going to like take steroids to get that body. It's just like it's wasted.
It is true.
I'm sorry, dude. Your genes just don't. It doesn't work.
The shorter you are, the easier it is to get good gains. Like someone who's like 6'6" is gonna have a really hard time getting muscles.
Yeah, but I'm not assuming that he took steroids. But it looks like either that or like he worked on his body diligently for like 5+
One thing
years.
I don't understand, because I've seen a lot of pictures of like that where like the guy's body is like exceptional, 6-pack, whatever. But they keep wearing the chud glasses. I'm like, bro, just get like a cool pair of glasses. Like I wear like half shell tortoise shell, half rim tortoise shell, and it's like not chud glasses. I don't want to wear contacts. I really hate contacts, so I wear glasses. But I don't have to get the chud glasses. Like, what are you doing? If you look like a chud, get a cool pair of glasses, bro. Like, it's not hard. ZennyOptical.com, $20. Just get Harry Potter glasses, whatever. Get something square. Get Rivers Cuomo glasses. Don't do the thin, odd-looking chud ones, bro. There you go. That's my dating advice to everyone out there.
Don't be
a
glasses.
chud. No, literally, like when I see grown adults wearing those, I'm like, is there any other style of glasses you could possibly have?
I do agree.
Just get thick rim ones, whatever. Like, I have this one pair where it's like really thick. It's like you know George Romero, the director.
Yeah.
He has those. Well, he's dead, but he wore those really, really huge glasses. Those are cool. Like, they're cool. Like, go to an optometrist and be like, what cool glasses do you have? And say, I don't want to look like a chud. Say that exact thing to your 65-year-old optometrist. And he'll be like, okay. And tell him that Notch is working on Minecraft 2, which looks like Minecraft, but it's a dungeon crawler.
Oh, is there actually like gameplay of that?
I saw pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
know he talked about it.
There was a thread about it, and he had like a tweet that was like, "Look at these pictures," and it looked like Minecraft, but like better graphics. But I was like, people obviously don't care about Minecraft because of the graphics.
Yeah. Give me that pupper.
That reminds me of that.
The heckin' doggo.
That reminds me. Oh, can you pet the pupper?
The pupper is our fast travel. So we actually do pet the doggo every single time we fast travel.
Thank God.
Although the doggo is like a weird homunculus half skeleton abomination.
But can you pet the doggo?
You can. It's a lot better than in Enter Lilies because everything Enter Lilies is much more macabre than this game. The fast travel thing is like this horse covered in like bloody bandages in that game, and it's like, jeez, just take it out of its misery, dude.
There's a game I wanted to know if you heard about. Give me 1 sec while I pull it up.
So one cool thing about this game is that this game is very it's not like non-linear. You can go anywhere you want, but there's usually like 3 or 4 different things you can do and decide to do it. And here we can either go to the mines or go to the right into the forest. And I'm going to the mines because it gives us a cool permanent ability first.
You ever hear that game Cube World?
Yeah.
It's crazy how that is like, I don't know if they added anyone, but it was just a husband and wife for years. And it's such a cool idea. It's like Minecraft, but like it has more gameplay, essentially, for anyone who's not familiar. And it was worked on by just a husband and wife for years and years, until the husband, as it inevitably does, like, ended up, like, kind of crashing out, freaking out, at, like, realizing how much work he still had left to do in the game, if that makes sense. And I guess they're finally at the point where they're at past, like, an alpha or whatever, but man, they've been working on that for 15 years. It's crazy.
I watched an entire video about, like, sort of, like, the development of that game, and it just seemed like the guy was, like, a perfectionist, and then he would, like, do something for, like, months, and then release it, and then go radio silent again, and then it would just be like, I scrapped everything, here's this new thing. It's like, cool.
He would go, like, AFK for, like, 3 years.
Yeah.
And people were like, hello? And then he would, yeah, like you said, he would come back and be like, no, new version of the game, what did you guys like about it? Too bad it's all gone, deal with it. And it's like, oh, alright. That's tough. I get it. I understand. Like, you're a perfectionist, you want it to be done just right, but man. But anyway, I learned about that game. Why do people in 2025 still buy, like, early access games? Why? Why do they do it?
I will say that I think a lot of people are a lot more hesitant on Kickstarters in general. I think a lot of people have, like, come down on those.
True.
But in terms of early access stuff, I don't know.
People still buy them. A game's in early access, and it's like 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever it is. And people are still like, yeah, I'm going to buy this. It's not a demo. It's early access. Everyone who plays early access
crafting
games...
slop. Count me in, governor.
Oi! Is that some 3D Minecraft, where you got to fight stuff. Oi! That's how they are. Every British person, by the way. And then every Australian person's like, hey, oh man. every Australian person is unironically Bart the General. That's one place, if you were like, here's a free ticket to Australia, I'd be like, no thank you. Why? Everything there scares me. The people scare me.
I'm mostly scared of
the animals scare me.
Yeah, I was about to say the incredibly, like, they have, like, the most dangerous ecosystem in the world. They have, like, a common, like, spider that just, like, yep, if you don't get treated in an hour, your heart stops. It's like, cool.
Yep. And somehow Australians survive, and they live there. And also, it's, like, ungodly hot during the, summer.
80% of Australia is, like, uninhabited at all times.
Yeah. And then you have the, like...
They have, like, it's, like, Sydney and one other city, and it's, like, that's it.
So, in Lancaster County...
Hey, Ben is playing Age of Empires 2.
Let's go, Ben! In Lancaster County, we have, like, the Amish. Who, everyone knows, you know, Amish. And they just kind of live in their different, like, subset of us. Like, they live amongst us. Sometimes they're at the same place as us, but they just, like, go by different rules, right? But they're friendly, and you can talk to them, and they speak the same language and everything. But in Australia, you have a whole group of people, the Aboriginals, who are the original Australians, and it could not be different from your standard, like your standard society, and it's just so crazy. They could be just like in your backyard, or you go 30 minutes and you're at an Aboriginal colony, and it's like, that is insane to me. Like, not that there's anything good or bad about it, but it's just insane that two completely different types of societies can be right next to each other like that.
That's interesting.
Blows me away.
I never heard of that before. I'll have to look it up.
Wait, Aboriginals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's almost like tribal people, essentially.
And they just live in Australia?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they live in the mostly like less inhabitable places. I know there's some places that are truly uninhabitable, but yeah. It would be like if you walked outside and instead of driving 30 minutes to Lancaster, you like were at a tribal chieftain African thing, like in 30 minutes. It's very interesting. Anyway, I would not go to Australia. Also, I just feel like everyone would just troll each other all the time. I mean, if the internet is any idea, all Australians do is troll and be purposefully annoying. As a great man once said, I hate Australians so GD much.
There's one Australian YouTuber I watch all the time. His name is Dank Paz. He just does a bunch of random crap. Mostly, he started as like an iPod channel, which is interesting why I even watched it, because I don't care about iPods. But he's just really funny. But he has multiple channels. He has like a car channel too.